I'm here today, and Adam and I are both sleep deprived, okay, because we had a good night last night. How late were you up?
I was only up till about like 1:30 or so. I gave up, when the clouds started rolling in pretty consistently. I've been here for a week already, so I needed some sleep. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about this guy, because this is a new rig for you. This is a Takahashi, right?
Yeah, that's it's a Takahashi Epsilon. It's a 130, so it's a 130 millimeter diameter, f3.3, so it's 430 millimeter focal length. Yeah.
Very fast.
Extremely fast. It's become my go-to telescope in my backyard. It's sturdy. It's built like a tank, but it's really light. It's very portable, and I'm able to set it up in minutes. And it's just a light bucket, Yeah.
And like, what type of optic is this? Is this like a Newtonian, or is it?
It's a hyperbolic Newtonian.
Okay.
So it's almost like a cross between a Newtonian and an RC, way oversimplified, but it allows the optics to be extremely fast and extremely well corrected out to full frame, which is actually what I'm using a full frame camera. And that was part of the desire to get this, something fast, something that accumulates a lot of light, and something that can light up a full frame sensor.
Yeah, a very big field of view with this.
Yes, yeah. This is about 4.8 degrees by, I think it's 3.5 degrees, so it gets a massive field of view.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I actually wound up replacing two 90 millimeter refractors last year when we talked. I had two identical 90 millimeter refractors here. This actually gathers more light than both of those combined. Which was part of the reason for making that switch. Yeah.
What do you think, as far as like overlooking the whole star party here, did you see kind of any trends this year, maybe?
Well, I think the biggest trend this year, and I think it's partially weather dependent, was that a lot of people stayed away with big gear. Most especially, I think I noticed there was a scarcity of large Dobs here this year, because the weather forecast leading into the week was horrible with a lot of rain. So understandably so, people didn't want to bring massive Dobs here and invest the time in setting up in the rain or breaking down in the rain, which is why I'm actually getting ready to break down today, because tomorrow's all rain. So breaking down your gear, whether it's photography or visual related, is difficult to do. But definitely less big Dobs this year. I think two things that I saw more of this year. I saw a lot of sea stars, which everyone has been raving about.
Probably the most popular scope here.
Yeah, it's amazing. And my neighbor, one of the neighbors, 15-year-old daughters was using it, and she was doing astrophotography on M51 for the first time and loving it on her phone, seeing 10-second subs come in, which I thought was fantastic. And that's, in my opinion, one of the reasons why Sea Star is going to be a massive success. But even more AM5s this year. Again, it's just so portable, and it just works really well and handles a lot of weight. Yeah.
I'm sure you can't wait for an AM7, right?
I can't wait for an AM9. I want to replace the CEM20 over there with an AM9. But yeah, I think it's an inevitable, evolution. I think they did it right. There's going to be more people using AM3s and AM5 short refractors, portable systems than AM7s and AM9s and whatnot. If I have no idea if there's going to be an AM9, but one can dream. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Adam. It's good to see you here again. Okay.
My pleasure, man. It was great to see you too.
All right.
Okay.